man. I know I'm not crazy, bro. I've been modding this game for almost 13. It's been 10 plus years, man. I've been carefully transferring all of my assets over from update to update per Skyrim game that was released. And this is the end result. I know I'm not insane here. This is the best Skyrim mod or the best Skyrim build ever created for this game, only because it's the most realistic that you can get it. I might be tripping, man. I might be tripping. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's someone has a game out there that exceeds mine, but in some fashion. But I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I put my soul into this, bro. Like every texture, every mesh, every skeleton, everything is carefully handcrafted by me. Everything is separated too perfectly. I got animations on top of animations for each race, every character, individual NPCs. Visually, just looking at this game, dude, look how insane this looks.
Hey,
Look at all the physics and stuff.
finally awake.
Look at the skin textures, bro. Am I losing it here? Look at the shell texture for the fur. Look at my point of view, dude. I can look down at my hands and my legs. Dude, I can look at my own crotch. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. All of these things I just listed are not the default game. Look at the environment. There's nothing but complex textures, high poly meshes replacing everything. Everything is hyper realistic, man. I carefully curated. I perfectly by hand crafted every freaking texture for every NPC, for every separated race. I individually made every mesh and their physics induced. The chest, the belly, the butt, the thighs, everything on every sex has physics induced on it, man. This is the most realistic Skyrim build in existence, no questions. The physics suite that I chose to use is SMP. Everyone's using this physics suite. I think it's called CBP. I don't know the acronym verbatim. I think it's CBPC, which is like a collision burst, or rather a collision version of CBP, which is the new physics that people are using. And they only use it because it's not stressful on their systems. We're in a new era, man. This is the new age. Computers are a lot stronger. My computer is by no means weak, so I can handle the old physics, which is SMP. And SMP is so superior. It's so superior, it's not even funny. There's so many things that people aren't divulging to you guys that you're missing out on when you don't use SMP. For instance, the physics is across the board. I have hair, I have body, I have clothing, I have physics on everything. My animals, the physics in the environments, for God's sakes. Everything depends on the SMP, and the SMP works swimmingly. You don't have a weak computer. There's other things that makes SMP superior too, but that I could cover. I'm gonna go to the main menu here. I want to jump further. I'm tired of showing this intro. If you're familiar with this game, you've seen that intro like 1,000 times. I want to start in a good location too. I'm gonna have to change the time here to a better time. I think this is night. I'm about to load up. This is a very intensive world space too. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of textures, very high poly meshes. These are 4K and 8K textures, by the way, and they're complex parallaxed, which means there's at least 2 layers of textures on top of each other in 4K for everything. But it loaded in fine. My computer, I'm telling you, my computer's pretty good. It can handle it. I have freaking grass collision, as you see here. There's collision on the grass when I walk through it. You can plainly see my character moving in it. Oh, the textures. There's everything is regional. I have all my regions separated, so basically you won't see the same grass and foliage and trees and etc. In every area. It's varied up. Look at how dense all of my brush and everything is. Look at my forest. This forest is crazy, dude. You can't see over the trees anymore. And that's what a fantasy forest should be. Dude, if I veered off and I ran off into these woods right now, I would not be able to get back to this spot. There's just no way. I'd be lost. And that's how it should be, man. All of my NPCs that I have in my game, I carefully, by hand, individually picked every celebrity, and it's hyper realistic celebrities. But every celebrity NPC that I could find, as you can see here, I plugged them into my game. That's freaking Conan, dude. All you old heads out there, if you know who Conan is, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know you young people know Arnold Schwarzenegger. But for the old heads out there, it's freaking Conan in the flesh, dude. Custom made textures too. I by hand created these textures. Look how realistic he looks. You're not gonna find a more realistic dude. And I sound like I'm gloating here. I'm not even trying to gloat. I'm just saying facts. Look at how amazing this environment looks, dude. Am I losing it here? Look at how crazy this looks. I haven't seen a build that's better than this. I purposely put freaking roses. Look at all the roses everywhere. I purposely put roses into the freaking forest just to get across the point that this is a fantasy game, or rather that, well, the region is a fantasy like. Look at how beautiful. I didn't even show off how beautiful the character looks, huh? Look at me, Mr. I created these textures by scratch. And I haven't even shown off the textures, huh? Get into a good lighting here. This is good lighting. Watch this. Custom icons. Let me turn this off. Look at that, dude. Look at her face, dude. Look at how realistic she looks, dude. Look at those teeth. She's so beautiful, dude. She is so beautiful. She's so muscular and chocolate and pretty and bouncy and curvy. It's amazing, dude. And this is just one female from one race. Every race in my game is individually separated. I have separate textures, separate meshes. I have a freaking parkour mod in here. I can do parkour. If I ever get stuck somewhere, I can just tap the jump and I'll actually parkour up on like ledges and things like that. If I ever got stuck on this ledge, look, I just tap jump. Crazy. It's so innovative. My game is heavily modded too. My plugin list for my mod manager, it says 1,300 and something plugins, which means it's just an ESP count. But each of my ESPs are merges, and each of my merges have 50 plus. They have 50 plus ESPs merged into one ESP. So I'll let you do the math. But basically, I'm saying I have like 2,000 to 3,000 mods in my game right now. And look how smooth this is running, dude. No jitters, no FPS drops. No nothing, dude. No nothing. And it runs smooth. My buddy comes over and plays this game all the time in my crib, dude. And when he plays it, he doesn't have crashes. He's just playing it. And my buddy is nuts. Everything you're not supposed to do in this game, he does. And it runs so fluid. Look at how beautiful the environment, dude. Dude, look at this. This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy. It's crazy. Am I losing it here? Look at the NPC. Look at how varied. Look how immersive yet varied he looks. This is a guard. Look at the variance in his armor there. No two guards look alike in my game. They all look different. Look how amazing that looks, dude. I feel like I can recruit him as a follower. Look at that. Look at the backdrop. Look at the bird in the sky. Look at the clouds. These are 3D volumetric, realistic clouds, dude. This is not just a texture. She put on a helmet. Why'd she put her helmet on? There's an enemy close by. She only does that when she's about to fight. Alright, they put me on eggshells. That's a mod, by the way. Your character puts on their all of their gear, i.e. their helmet. They take it off when they're comfortable, and they put it on before they get in combat. I don't know if I can jump down right here. Oof, oh boy. Still got their fall damage. That is very immersive. Just crazy, dude. Just crazy. Standing stones. I placed the standing stones. They don't look like. I'm not even gonna say what they look like because I'm sure kids are watching this video. They look like a certain phallic object protruding from the ground. I'll leave it there. Look at the statue. Look at the environment, dude. Tell me I'm not the best, dude. Just tell me I'm not the best. If you tell me I'm not the best, you will have to show me something superior to this, dude. And my goal, my focus when I modded this game was realism. Realism and only realism, dude. I can take this off. Look how pretty she is, dude. She is so pretty. I don't think black chicks. But look how cute she is, dude. Look how chocolate and sultry. Look at her mesh. She's got a high poly mesh. She's got a 4K and 8K texture mixture for her skin. She's got 4K eye texture. She's got, well, it's not 4K, it's 2K. She's got 2K eye textures. It's insane. Look at the shell texturing on the fur for her armor. And on top of that shell texturing that she has on the fur for her armor, jiggle physics. She jiggles. Her body jiggles all over, just like a real woman. Breast move, butt move, thighs move. All of that stuff moves on girls and boys, folks. Like things move. It's called flesh. It's not called rock or metal. It's insane. It's so insane, dude. I know I'm not crazy here, dude. Everywhere I go on freaking YouTube, every build I look at, simply just everything I look at on YouTube related to Skyrim, to me it looks bad. It pales in comparison to my build of this game. I can't place my finger on what it is exactly. Probably all the custom assets I have in here that I know that nobody in the world has, because I made them. I individually pulled them from my mind and I made them myself. Meaning you can't find this stuff in the world, dude. Look at my guard. Crazy. Look how varied he looks, dude. Insane. Textures aren't textures anymore. This wall, I'm going to try to look at this wall from an angle. See on the right there? See that wall? See the rocks? For that rock wall there? It's 3D. The mesh is 3D. See it? It's 3D. It's not a texture. This isn't a parallax or complex parallax texture. This is a 3D wall. It's an actual mesh. That's 3D, dude. Just little things, dude. Little things I have in here that I'm tweaking, that I've added already. There's little things in here that you just can't find anywhere else, dude. Look at this guard. He doesn't even look like the other guard. It's insane. I hate when I look around at other people's stuff. When I look at anything on the internet in general, and then everything just looks extremely subpar. Everything just looks bad. And then people are giving it accolades and liking it. None of that stuff looks good, man. It's 6 p.m. 7, let's do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm doing a time skip here just because I want to, I want light. I know this is really dark. I forget I'm going to put this up on YouTube. It might be extremely dark. So it's basically like I've been gloating and trying to showcase a bunch of nothing. So when this time skip is done, when this time skip is done, it should be daytime. And everything will be a lot brighter. You can actually see stuff. Much better. So much better. Okay, then get up. He's talking about the wolves over there. That dude's complaining. Wolves are up on that hill. Take this helmet off here. Her eyes almost glow. Dark, for some reason, dark-skinned people, it's true to life too, but dark-skinned people's eyes almost glow in the dark. It's kind of weird. Yeah, we almost glow. It's like you only see eyes and teeth. I feel like I need more sunlight. But forget that. Look how good that looks, dude. It's insane, dude. It's insane. My textures are insane. My meshes are insane. It's so top tier. Look how beautiful the environments look, man. I carefully and meticulously individually handpicked everything in my Skyrim build, dude. And this is over a span of 10 plus years. I've just been transferring things over. What's going on the floor there? Is it supposed to be like that? Oh, I guess it was loading from the time skip. That was weird. You probably didn't even notice it. There's something weird going on with the floor there. Look at how amazing that looks, dude. That just looks like a dude. It just looks like it just looks like a dude. Ain't that crazy? It's crazy. I even mentioned my environments. Most people who try to mod this game and max their mods out, the only thing they focus on is the environments, which is wrong. It's backwards. I'm giving you guys some advice here. When you mod this game, the first thing you should be modding is the people. Your goal is to make people look real. Because if the people in any game look realistic, the game looks realistic by default. There's no ands, ifs, there's no exceptions. The game will just look real, dude. It'll just look real. And if you have bad backgrounds, but you have beautiful people in your game, Like this. Look how cute. Look how chocolate and cute she is, dude. Look at the physics. She's so beautiful. But my point is, dude, if you mod a game and your people look real and your backgrounds look terrible, that's fine because it still looks like real people. It still looks like real people on a background. No difference from a person on a green screen. But if your backgrounds are hyper realistic and your people look terrible, it's the opposite effect. You get that uncanny valley. Your game feels and looks the way it is. It looks lazy. And it doesn't feel real. The goal of Skyrim is to be real. I know that. This game is designed to be realistic. They've always wanted to shoot for this. Something about medieval times is really cool too. Just the thought of like swinging an axe or a sword in somebody's face. There's just something so awesome, so hyper masculine and cool about that. That you're a female. You just want to like make a Skyrim character and make her like beautiful. She could be like tough. She could still be like beautiful and like a fighter and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like you can play dress up and have like really cool, cute looking female characters and stuff. You're still swinging axes in people's faces, but you know what I'm saying. All my races are separated. All of my dark elves. Look at that. Dark elves are dressed very skimpy because they're freaking elves. They have sets of horns. They have individual sets of horns, so it's randomized too. So every dark elf has a different type of set of horns on her. The bodies, the weights, the heights, everything is varied. If you look closely, you'll notice the height difference. See how tall she is and how short she is? And it's randomized. It's not randomized, but it's individual to each NPC and each character in the game. It's insane, dude. Look at how pretty she is, dude. I'll get as close as I can get. Look how realistic that looks, dude. Tell me I'm not the GOAT. 4K and 8K textures. Look how real that looks. Look at the physics on her hair. Look at her eyebrows. You can count the strands on the eyebrows. Look at her lips. Dude, you could kiss and bite those lips, dude. She's got beauty marks. So gorgeous. She's gorgeous, dude. Am I losing it? And then this in combination with this EMB. This EMB is so amazing. And this is a hand curated. I made this EMB from scratch. It's a handmade EMB. This EMB is specifically designed to complement everything in my game. And let's be honest here, dude. This looks stellar. That's a Game of Thrones mod, by the way. I know you saw that dragon. See him right there, playing around. That's a Game of Thrones. Now, basically, it's not an evil dragon. It's a friend of mine. He just flies around, just lands. He'll scoop up a cow or a chicken every now and then, which kind of bothers me a little bit. But other than that, he just flies around. He's my buddy. Look at that. There's outhouses. Tell me that ain't immersive. There's freaking outhouses, dude. The one thing that has been missing from this game too, of course I don't want to see people using the bathroom, that's too much immersion. But it's a freaking outhouse, dude. The tanning bed, not tanning bed, but the tanning rack. Look at the tanning rack. You got flesh in the bucket, you got flesh and blood in the bucket. It looks like a real tanning rack, dude. Look at that. The complex parallaxing and shell texturing on the roofs of the farmhouse. The farmhouse is my wood is the most realistic wood you can find. Look at the variance on the NPC. Look at this old lady. So much variance, dude. She looks so different. She looks so different. I need to find a familiar NPC. Oh my god, this dragon. They're my friends, but they follow me everywhere. It's annoying. He's waiting for me to talk to him. He's gonna keep landing next to me. He wants me to like be his buddy. I am his buddy, but you know what I'm saying. This was called handicapped. It's like a handicapped NPC mod. So you'll see NPCs in the game missing arms and legs and in wheelchairs. And some of the NPCs in wheelchairs, I did it individually. They look like cancer patients. She doesn't have hair. She lost her hair, which is I don't know. To me, just I don't know. I just like the idea that she lost her hair due to whatever she has that has a wheelchair bound. Which doesn't apply to all people in wheelchairs. You can just be a paraplegic. Look at my wood elf. Look how cool that wood elf looks, man. That's a wood elf. He's got antlers. He's got his own custom skeleton meshes. He's got his own individual hair. He's got his own style of hair. Look at his ears. He's got elven ears. It looks so good. Look at his height. He's shorter than the women. Elves are supposed to be tiny, dude. Well, my specific version of elves. There's actually a lore. Some elves are actually 6 feet plus tall. Some elves are actually really tall on it. Yeah, they're just super big. The missile board, look at the note board. What's going on? Okay, I know what's happening. I'm going in. So that dragon, the dragon buddy that I was talking about, I'm pretty sure he scooped up an animal or something, and everybody's freaking out. They're trying to kill the dragon. I don't want no part of that. So good. All the interiors are overhauled. Look how insane this looks, dude. Look at all this stuff. There's just stuff going on, dude. Just a bunch of stuff. So much stuff. There's stuff to look at. There's stuff to do. Again, all of my NPCs. If an NPC is a celebrity, that's Scarlett Johansson. If an NPC is a celebrity, I'm going to chunk them in my game. And I'm going to edit their textures and meshes to make them as realistic as feasibly possible. It's just a rule of thumb. Look at freaking Delphine. Look how cool she looks. Look at all this stuff on Delphine, dude. But she still looks like Delphine. This looks like Delphine. Look at her. That's what mods do, guys. Mods improve what already exists. You don't want to change the NPCs into something else. You want to make them look like superior versions of themselves. You can't get no better than that. She is so cute now, dude. She's adorable. There's an immersive mod there. My NPCs aren't just restricted to real life celebrities. If I find an immersive NPC mod, a good example, this right here is Triss from Witcher 3. I think it's Witcher 3. She's from Witcher, from the Witcher series. Freaking Triss, dude. She's super immersive. She fits in this game perfectly. And her textures and meshes are high enough in quality for me to consider them hyper realistic. So I just plugged her in here. Everything is varied and mixed up. Anything you look at in my game is varied. These barrels, no two barrels are the same. I'll show a perfect example. The beds, look at the beds. The beds are varied up. None of the beds look alike. My food, those are apples. Dude, you're looking at a bunch of apples, but they're not apples. Some apples are red apples, tiny sweet red apples. Some are green apples. Some big green apples, little red green apples. Some of those are pears. That's a freaking pear. The food is so varied. Both of these are bread. Two different versions of bread in the game, dude. It's more than two, but you're looking at two different versions of bread. Dude, do I have to go more in detail here? Or can you just take my word for it, man? I know I'm not crazy here. This is the greatest modded Skyrim to ever be developed, dude. Because I'm so meticulous, man. I'm such a creature of habit. I'm such a perfectionist, man. I can't make mistakes here. And keep in mind, I just ran here. I just loaded up my entire world space, which is caked in 4K and 8K textures and high poly meshes. And I just ran all the way down here to the end. And I'm not having a single issue. Keep that in mind. Look at this is called a winch, which is it's a term that's utilized for females in medieval times that worked in bars who served food. But look at my winch, dude. Look at the physics induced on this winch. She's got bouncy boobs. She's got S&P hair. She's got my 8K, 4K textures. She looks amazing, dude. She looks so good. Everything looks good. That's my point. Everything looks good, dude. Everything just looks good. I don't even know. I can't go more in depth than this, man. If this isn't the greatest build, if this isn't the greatest Skyrim build ever made, I don't even know how to. I can't convince you guys of otherwise. I could cover all of my races. I have a ton of races too, custom handmade races. Because every skeleton, every mesh, every texture for every race, and for majority of the NPCs are individual. They're separated. Every race in my game has a different suite of animations. They have completely different set of animations for one another. Nobody does the same thing in my game, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's not just restricted to their movements. It applies to their combat. It applies to their mannerisms. It applies to every movement for every race.
Yes.
It's insanity, dude. I don't even know how to top this, dude. How do I even end this video? You know what?